Hello, ladies and gents. This is Atlas. I'm going to show you how 9/11, Fukushima, and the Third Reich all link together. Now, follow the patterns here. Try to, anyway. Try to keep up. The late Kobe Bryant went to visit the city in Japan he was named after in 1998. This was the first time he had visited this city. Now, he donated some money when he was there toward the Great Hanshin earthquake recovery efforts. Keep in mind, earthquake there. Okay. Then in 2001, he traveled again to the city Kobe, Japan, and was honored as Friendship Ambassador, which ended in 2011. So from 2001 to 2011, he was Friendship Ambassador. Now, just what happened in 2001? Well, 9/11, of course. 4 planes were hijacked, 3 hit their target, and 1 was shot down or crashed or both. Okay. 9 years and 181 days later, a city in Japan located right next to the Pacific Ocean just so happens to have a magnitude 9 earthquake, causing a tsunami, which subsequently caused the nuclear meltdown at the Daiichi power plant. Again, that was 3 stages of disasters. Now, what was that about? Trouble comes in 3s. Or perhaps it's 4s. We're about to find out. Just listen on and you will get what I mean. But there you go. Perhaps there's a 3rd incident quite near, or it may have just happened in China. Eek. I digress. I'm going to give you a quote from the late Nikola Tesla, and I quote, "The 3, 6, and 9 represent the pathways that force energy and or information manifest through to form material." Unquote. So, with that in mind, keep that in mind. Take the date from the 9/11 disasters, the amount of time between 9/11 and Fukushima, 9 years and 181 days, or 6 months, 1 day. That's what I was talking about earlier. Minus the 8. See, 9,181 minus the 8. And you have 9/11. Now calculate 11 minus 8 equals 3. Now the 11 is deducted just like there were officially 4 buildings, but 1 was deducted from the equation. But then a 4th one got randomly brought into the equation, which was building number 7. 4 plus 7 equals 11. 3/11. Does that date sound familiar? Add another 11 to the end of that. Anyway, 4 planes, 4 original targets, 44. Deducted to 3 planes, 3 original targets, 33. A number Freemasons are obsessed with, obviously. It is estimated that Jesus Christ died between the ages of 30 and 36. Some people are saying 33 even. Bear with me here in the Third Reich part. Now, Adolf Hitler is appointed Chancellor of Germany January 30th, 1933 at the age of 43. On 2/27/33, Hitler gains emergency power in 1933, a day after the Reichstag was burned down by the NSDAP, a false flag to create a crisis. Seeing the patterns here? You catching the subtle hint here? 3 days after the fire, Hitler is given dictatorial powers. On 7/14/33, the NSDAP is declared the only legal party in Germany. 9/29/33, NSDAP prohibit the Jews from owning land, and on 10/4/33, Jews are prohibited from being newspaper editors. Now add a fourth target, building 7, and you get 34. This is just awesome. Anyway, 6/30/34, the night of the long knives begins, purging any and all possible leadership opposition. July 20th, 1934, the SS is made an independent organization from the SA. July 22nd, 1934, Jews are prohibited from getting legal qualifications. August 2nd, 1934, German President von Hindenburg dies. Hitler becomes Führer. August 19th, 1934, Hitler receives a 90% yes vote from German voters approving his new powers. This is all about patterns. Are you beginning to see them? Anyway, back to Fukushima. The Fukushima disasters. You can in turn get 3 from March 11, 3/11, 6 from the 9 years and 6 months and 1 day, and 9 from either of the two, 9/11 or the 9 years. Now we have the important numbers 3, 6, and 9 again. Remember, stands for power, energy. This is about nuclear meltdown, power plant meltdown, and about obtaining power, and it's about information, and it's about a bunch of numbers and letters. Anyway, I digress. Again. All right. Remember the definition speaking about how those numbers represent the pathways that force energy and or information manifest through to form material. All right. Remember the Fukushima power plant results. If not, I will refresh your memory. 3 of 6 reactor meltdowns, 3 hydrogen explosions, power explosions, and the release of radioactive contamination. So, 3, 3, and 3 from the 3 resulting tragedies. So, reactor 4, 5, and 6 had been shut down 4 days after the tsunami. And guess what? An explosion damaged Unit 4, but did very minor damage to 5 and 6. That was 4 days after the tsunami. That delayed forth an unexpected tragedy again. Remember how some about trouble comes in 3s? Well, it seems to be 4s. It's just delayed. Okay. Planes flew into the World Trade Centers and they blew up in a demolition style with thermite. The Pentagon was only damaged in a minor fashion, right? You see the pattern? Now, compared to the others, right, it's just very, very minor damage. Those were demolished. Anyway, and then a delayed Building 7 was brought down as well, to have a grand total of 3 buildings come down and leaving melted steel, hence blown up and melted down, like the patterns of the reactors at Fukushima. Steel rods melt down. Awesome. Anyways, this is only the beginning of everything I'm working on. The Summer Olympics are in 2020 at Japan, in Tokyo. I think something may just happen there if this coronavirus threat goes away and whatnot, and people are willing to travel and all that, but time will tell. Time will tell. Alright, guys. I'm working more and more on stuff like this, but it takes time and a lot of it, which a lot of us may not have much left. I mean, any one of us could go at any second, so time's very important, and the most important thing, though, is, are you right with your personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? That's the most important thing. This is Atlas. Godspeed.